button. It's so good to have you here again. It's been a while I did a live stream. Maybe because I was too engaged with other things, maybe because my hands are so full this period. But it's good to be here again and have this live stream with you all. And today I'm going to be talking about something very interesting, or I'm going to be talking about something that all teachers did today, and I'm going to be talking about you working smarter in 2026. So teaching smarter, not harder, okay? Not longer, not harder, but teaching smarter. So just in case this is your first time here, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. And if you're going to be watching this live later, just drop a comment for me, right? And I know that you need these tips. Trust me. Anything I'm going to be dropping here today, you're going to need it. Well, I might be working and be talking at the same time. I've missed you all. I really want to be here. That's why I'm here and doing all of these things. So I might be working and talking at the same time. So if you see me look away for a bit, don't be afraid. I'm with you all through. So please just welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me where you're watching from, and tell me what you hope to get, and tell me where you're watching from. Today's live stream is going to be very important. Today we're going to be looking at how you can teach smarter in 2026. Now, a lot of teachers are having burnout. In fact, a lot of teachers are burnt out. So 2025 was so much. 2025 held so much for some teachers, and they didn't know what to do. In my videos, or in one of my videos, I talked about viral niches that made teachers from millionaires in 2025. So if you have not watched a video, please go and watch the video so that you can put in efforts in 2026, so you can be one of the teachers that are no longer posted. I was doing. First off, let's go ahead and talk about little things, but we'll go to that. Please click on the like, subscribe, and share button if you are just joining my live stream today. Okay, so this live is for sorry. So this live is for classroom teachers, the live is for online tutors, the live is for parents, if our teachers that are tired, the teachers who want to earn more, teachers who are tired of not having anything, right? So this is what this live is for. And today I'm going to be sharing these things with you, how you can teach smarter in 2025. Okay, so just in case you are new here, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. Turn your notifications on. Trust me, I always drop good tips that help teachers grow and bloom. And if you're going to be seeing this video in 2025 December, trust me, you are on the right path, because you are going to be doing a lot, or you're going to be making a lot. Hi, hello, welcome to my live stream. Please tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Where you're watching me from. Are you a teacher? If you are, tell me that you are. Let me know where you're watching from as well. Okay, so let's look at why you should teach smarter. Remember, I said I might be working and I'm going to be talking with you, but let's go ahead and converse, right? Why do you think it is important for you to teach smarter as a teacher? Now, as a teacher, it is important because you want to make the most of your time. Okay, I usually tell people that when I open my laptop, or when I come to work, I should be making money from every time that I'm doing something that is business related, right? So if you are coming in and then you're doing something that is business related, ensure that you are giving your best, right? Hello, welcome to my live stream. If you just joined in, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. Tell me where you're watching from. Very important. I want to know where you're watching from. I love to communicate and I love to commune with my teachers. Okay, so tell me where you're watching from so that I know where you're watching from as well. Okay, all right. So let's look at why we need to be smart as a teacher. Okay. First of all, I would say, let me just give a little background touch, or a little background story. As a teacher, in fact, I had suffered. I worked as a head of school for Hello Oma Twist, Yola Adama. Oh, you're watching from Yola Adamawa. Hi Oma. Oma, you're always on my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, it's good to have you here. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I said I'm going to be talking. I want to prepare teachers for 26. So if you're here, you're very, very lucky. Trust me, you are really, really on the right path. I'm preparing you all for 2026 because there's going to be a lot going on, from the AI revolution to the way classes are going to be run and all of that. So please, if you're here, please tell me where you're watching from. Please click on the like, subscribe, share button, turn on notification. You can also send messages to other teachers as well. That something is also going on here that they will need. Trust me, every teacher is going to need this. So why teaching is a must for you? Oh, you're welcome, Omas. Okay, so why is teaching a must? Or why do you think teaching is important in 2026? Now, a lot of times we do long lessons and we think that the long lessons is what is going to make your class very important or is what is going to make your class interesting. No, 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 that's not it. Okay, most of the time we tend to talk for 80% of the time. You are the you as a teacher, you're doing 80% talking. um you're not engaging your students. These are the things that. Hi, Visa Freak Brand. Hello, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. Thank you so much. Okay, and today I'm talking about why teaching, how you can actually teach smarter. So if you're here, you're just joining my live stream rather, please just leave a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. I want to know where you're watching from so that we can converse. Okay, and please, if you have any question about online tutoring, if you have questions about anything that has to do with teaching, please share with me. I'll be available to answer your questions as well. Okay. Now, sometimes we talk of you're looking sharp and we're like, oh yay, yes, yes, my lighting is better. We went to a place that is actually bright. Not somewhere that my friend took me to class that was not right. Thank you so much for that comment. Visa Freak Brain. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. And please stay with me. Now, we were talking about how you can teach smarter in 2026. Okay, how you can earn more money as a teacher in 2026. So if you're here, please just stay. Okay, I'm going to be dropping a lot of tips or things I noticed in 2025, mistakes that teachers made in 2025. Oh, Savvy, hello, how are you doing? Welcome. Are you a teacher? It's good to have you on my live stream. Please let me know if you're a teacher and it's not speaking English. I can't speak your language, Savvy. Please go ahead and speak English. I don't speak English, okay? All right. So there are a lot of mistakes that teachers made in 2025 that I noticed, and I wouldn't want you as a teacher to make that mistake again in 2026. Now, sometimes it has to do with your lessons. Are your lessons boring? Are your lessons one size fits all? Do you teach too much because you have so much you want to give and then you just go ahead and you keep talking? Now you have to change all of these things in 2026. Okay, now when I talk about teaching smarter, I'm talking about leveraging on online tools or leveraging on tools that you already have. Okay, just your lessons don't have to be so long and boring. You have to leverage on the tools that you already have, and that is what we're going to be looking at. These tools, what are these things that we can leverage on so that we can have a lot, so that we can make the most of our 2026. Okay, so like I told someone, I said, if I'm Sukai. Why is Joe calling my 7 o'clock? Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about my internet. I got a call interrupted. Okay, so let's go into what. Please, if you're just joining back, please go ahead, join back, join back. Please click on the like, subscribe, and share button, and then let's continue about what we were saying. Okay, so we talked about why teaching is a must. Okay, and no, we're also going to be looking at some things that are also problems. Okay, key talking points. Now let's go to some key talking points that you usually have or usually experience in your class. Okay, so one of the problem we have in class is short attention span. Most teachers do not know how to retain the attention span of their kids. You are teaching your child or your student is doing something else because you are not engaging enough. I recently conducted over 12 interviews for a company, And most of the teachers are just talking. You're not carrying the child along. It's a problem. But people don't know that it's a problem. It's a problem in the education sector. Okay. So if you want to be a teacher that is really engaging, a teacher that is different, okay, you want people to know you as someone who is different, you have to change your narrative. You have to change your method. Please, if you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. Tell me also where you are watching from. Okay. Again, another problem we're having are students using AI. In fact, students are already using AI, and most of them feel like whatever you're teaching is not important. I had that issue today in class. So I gave my students a test, an assessment, and it was a writing task. And I told them, write something. And hey, Jesus Christ. One of the students used AI, like she just did copy and paste. You know that ending prompts in AI where they say, do you want me to write to say something, something? This girl went ahead and copied that same thing, like exactly, and put it for me there. So immediately I saw it, I knew, and I'd already warned them. I told them, nobody should use AI in my class today. Please, in fact, don't use AI. If I see any atom of AI, I'm going to pass it through an AI checker. And if I see it, you're not going to have any marks. So it has 25 marks. And she lost 25 marks. I told her she's going to lose 25 marks. And there's nothing she can do about it, right? So it's very important that as a teacher, you know when your children are not doing or when your students are not using the right tools. And the funniest part is this girl is one of the most intelligent in my class. So I am wondering, why are you relying on AI? Using AI is not bad, but you can use it to get, I told her, you can use it to generate ideas, but not use it, like, don't dwell on AI. Like, how, like, what's the word I will use? Don't rely on it so much that you're not able to do something for yourself. Hello, if you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. Welcome to my live stream. And I'm talking about how teachers can earn more in 2025, how you can teach smarter in 2026, rather, not 2025. Okay, so I'm preparing you for 2026. Okay, so if you're just joining, you are very lucky, because this is the best place for you to actually learn how to do things in 2026, how to structure your time. So I talked about some key points. I talked about shorter attention span of students. I talked about students using AI. I also talked about students paying for results. Parents paying for results. Why are parents paying for results? Some parents don't even want to know why the children, how the children are doing, whether they're doing. They just want to see that the child is doing well. And due to that pressure, what's it called? Some teachers will just go ahead and hide the scores and all of that. So that is another thing that's also dampening our efforts. Okay. Again, we have teachers burning out faster. The workload is so much. So teachers are having burnout. Teachers are really having burnout, and as they're working. So these are the things that are problems in the teaching industry or in the teaching sector. Teachers are burnt out. So as a teacher, how do you make money in 2026? Let's talk about how you can make money in 2026. So what do I mean when I say you can teach smarter or you should teach smarter? Please, if you're here, just leave a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. I love to know where my audience are watching from, and if you're following me. Okay, so let's look at what it means to teach smarter in 2026. Now, it's not about you being lazy or cutting corners or not caring or you being at the back. It's not about all of that, right? When we talk about you teaching smarter, we're talking about you leveraging on tools. I talked about this before. What are those tools? We're going to look at those tools here as well, okay? Just stick with me, okay? So we're going to be talking about you leveraging on tools, student-centered learning. Yeah, student-centered learning has to do with you giving conversations with yourself. Let your student do 80% of work. Welcome. If you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, share button. And I want to know where you're watching from. Please tell me where you're watching from as well, okay? So student-centered learning has to do with the student being at the lessons to the child's needs. Okay, so again, income smart learning. There's one thing I noticed here. Online teachers will pack, all their hours are full, but they're not making money. Why? Because they're charging less than their worth. They're charging less than they're supposed to. Okay, I'm working. I have classes from 5 o'clock to but you're charging 2,000 naira per hour. How? You're charging 3,000 naira per hour. How? Okay. I'm so sorry, Sabi. I don't know. I don't speak your language. That's why I've not responded to you. I'm so sorry. You are writing in a different language and I do not speak your language. I'm so sorry. So please, if you're here, please tell me where you're watching from. Say hi in the comments. Let's talk, okay? Okay, bye, Savi. I don't know what you're saying. Bye, Crow Up. I do not read. I do not speak your language. I'm so sorry. Okay, so moving forward. Now, let's talk about how you can leverage on art, how you can conserve your energy using online tools, using AI. Like I said, my students use AI, but you need to use it the right way, right? So let's go ahead and use it in the right way. Hi, Sir Hypnos. Ooh, Sir Hypnos. Okay, welcome to my live stream. Please tell me where you're watching from and tell me what you do. You're welcome everyone. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to my live stream. And if you're a teacher and you're just meeting me here, this is the best thing that has happened to you today because I'm talking about how you can make more money in 2025, how you can earn more as a teacher in 2025, what to do, how to leverage on tools to make money in 2025. And trust me, in 2026, so much in 2025, in 2026. So I'm preparing you for 2026. So please click on the like, subscribe, share button. Let's roll together as teachers. Please tell me where you're watching from. I want to know where you're watching from. And I've talked about our topic today, and our topic today is teaching smarter, how you can make money in 2026 as a teacher. In one of my videos, I talked about viral niches that people used to make money in 2025. I talked about exam prep. I talked about what's it called? Selling of worksheets and materials. So all of those things. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Welcome to my live stream. Tell me where you're watching from. It's good to have you here. Okay. I'm so glad you're here. So please tell me where you're watching from. I want to also connect with you. So I talked about some viral niches, exam prep. I talked about after school lessons. I talked about how you can make money in 2026, right? A lot of teachers use these things to make money in 2026. And I'm saying if in 2025, but I'm saying if you can take these ideas and use them in 2026, you're also going to make money. And again, today I'm talking about how you can teach smarter. So if you're here, you want to learn how to teach smarter, just stay. Don't go anywhere, okay? So we've talked about the problems, or I've highlighted the problems. I said some of the problems are teachers who are burnt out. In fact, a lot of teachers are tired. A lot of people are tired. We've talked about all of that. We've talked about students cutting corners and using AI, and some of them are not really engaging or staying with you. Okay, so Elizabeth says, I'm watching from Ota, Ogun State, all the way from Ogun State. Oh, it's good to have you here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to my live stream. So please stay. You're going to be learning a lot of things. And please, in the course of my conversation, if you have questions, please let me know. Drop your questions and I'm going to be answering them as they are coming in as well. So I'm working and I'm doing this live stream because I know that it's very important for all teachers to have money or make money in 2026. Okay. Now let's talk about how you can leverage tools, or 5 pillars of teachings, that 5 things that are going to make teaching really important in 2026. Okay. The first thing is, I want you to, as a teacher, first thing, sit down, be clear. What do you want in 2026? Okay. Oh, Lord, you find. Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you so much for that wonderful compliment. I appreciate that compliment as well. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is clarity over content. What is your goal in 2026 as a teacher? What do you aim to have? Do you aim to have clients from the diaspora? Do you want to have, or do you plan to have a good structure? Do you plan to have your own online tutoring company? What is the particular thing that you want to do? Okay. What is the particular thing that you want to see to do? I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. Or please, that's not what we're talking about, teachers here. So please, if you're not a teacher, I don't understand what you're writing in my chat. Okay, so let's go again. So let's look at skills. What are your teaching skills? The interview I conducted recently, a lot of people had a good knowledge of the subject. They know what they wanted to teach, but they have a problem how to teach it. Hi, Bunga Moka. Hi, welcome to my live stream. It's good to have you here. Okay, so tell me where you're watching from as well. So, like I said, a lot of teachers have knowledge of their subject, but they don't know how to pass the information, right? They don't know how to use engagement to engage the students. So, I'm doing an interview and I'm wondering, do I really still have to train these people again before I can employ them? Which is actually what I end up doing eventually. I still have to do a training for them. They have to redo their interview, and then I'll now pick out the ones that are good or not. So these are the things that there are problems in the online teaching space or in the teaching industry, right? Most of the things are teacher centered. What about the students? You have to bring it down to personalize it. So instead of trying to finish the syllabus, and that's one problem. The reason why we talk so much, the reason why as teachers we are doing so much is because we want to finish the scheme of work. We want to finish the syllabus. No, it's better you teach in bite sizes. Teach them little by little, and then that small one that they have, they use it to do something good for you, or they can remember it, or they can recall it. That is when you know that you have taught. Okay, so please click on the like, subscribe, share button. Let's go ahead as we're talking again. So again, some people use too much tools. Still today, the interview I had today, a teacher used so much tools. She used a lot of games, but something was still missing, which was still engagement in the course of the lesson or in the course of teaching. So you could use games, and the games are so much. They are overstimulating the students. And then when it now comes to them, for them to remember what they're supposed to do, they can't remember again because they've done so much or you've done so much, right? So these are the things that you as a teacher, you have to look into, okay? Again, prioritize impact over hours, okay? Do you know you can teach for 20 minutes and someone has gotten something, like the child can understand fully what you've taught, but you can teach for 1 hour and the child does not know anything that you said for the whole hour? Do you know how possible it is? 80% possible. What is even 80? 90% possible. So if you're a teacher, it is very important that you know how to impact your students, okay? Impact them as well. So if you teach your students for over 30 minutes, and you ask the students and the students is able to apply what you've taught to real life lessons, then that means you have taught. Okay, and that's why I say whenever you're giving examples or whenever you're giving what's it called, you're citing examples with your students, use real life examples, something that is relatable. Not just read the slides to them. Okay, do something that is relatable with to them as well. Okay, so let's look at another part that I really want us to talk about, which is your mindset. In fact, every change starts with your mindset. I was telling somebody today, I told her to call her name 3 times and tell her that you're a good teacher and tell herself that she's a good teacher. Why? Because of mindset. Your mindset has to shift. You have to shift your mindset. Okay. You have to think about what is important or what you really want to achieve. Okay. If you're still doing, oh, okay, let me manage, I can manage. That's how you manage to the end of 2026. You manage in 2025. You want to keep managing in 2026? Okay, so ask yourself, what do I do best? What's that thing what's that thing that I know that if I can teach and I know I can teach it well? What's that subject? What is that? It might not even be a subject. It could even be what's it called? It might not even be a subject, right? It could be a conversation. It could be how you handle counseling or how you counsel students or how you do your spellings or how you do mathematical sums, something very interesting or important, right? So what is that thing? Think of that thing that you know you can do very, very well and hold it, okay? So when you're fixing your mindset, you have to, sorry, let me just shift this. I have a class very soon, so let's just see how far we can go. Okay, so when you're talking about your mindset, are you thinking of going from an employee into a professional? If you're going to go from employee, if you're going to shift mindset, your mindset from employee mindset to professional mindset, you know you have to undergo trainings, right? You know that you have to put in the extra effort, right? You know you have to do what's it called? You have to put in extra hours. You have to watch YouTube videos. In fact, you see YouTube videos. YouTube is one big school. I learned a lot from YouTube videos. When I was working and then my boss told me that she wanted to sack me and Saturday night, I just said working online and you're telling me that you want to sack me. Hello, ma. It's not possible, ma. So I told her that she should give me a moment or she should give me 2 months that I'm going to pick up. I slept on YouTube videos. I was watching how people were teaching online, how they engaged their students back to back. These were the things that I watch them so much. So if you want to be impactful, you have to watch, you have to learn from others, you have to see what other people are doing as well. Okay, you have to look at all of this. So think of what problem can I solve. There are some children that do not know how to read. How do you solve their problem? Some students do not know how to solve maths. How do you solve their problem? Some students also have problem with calculations or what's it called, pronunciations. How do you solve their problem? So think of one thing that is missing in the market, right? One thing that people, that thing that you know that people need solution to. Sometimes some people don't even know they need solution to it. You have to market yourself in a way to tell them that you have this problem or your child has this problem. I can help you solve it. You're going to make money from it. Trust me, when I came into YouTube, I was looking for teachers that teach online in Nigeria. I did not see. The only person I saw was one guy, and his video was so old. I didn't see teachers really doing all of these things. You're very nice. Thank you so much, MD. So I didn't see teachers that are doing so much of this online teaching thing on YouTube. And then I said, okay, this is a big market. And trust me, from YouTube alone, I've made over 500,000. I'm not monetized. I'm not monetized. From YouTube alone, when teachers come to meet me, oh, Miss Blessing, I want to come for training. I've made over 500,000 from YouTube alone. Not to talk of when I now become monetized and a lot of people are coming in. So, like I said, find a problem, look for a platform and try to solve that problem. Okay? Please, if you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button. We're sharing tips on how you can make money or how you can be a professional teacher, teach smarter in 2026, right? I'm a teacher. My name is Miss Blessing, and this is IT with Miss B. So I can see that some of you have joined in. Please click on the like button and all of that. Elizabeth said, I would like you to train me on one-on-one and train me on the nitty-gritty of online tutoring. How can I contact you after this training? Keep up the good work, ma. Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, my bio is on my bio. You're going to see my link, Miss Elizabeth, so you could just click on it and then reach me directly. Oh, I'm teaching from Nigeria. Where's my MD? You say, where's your country? My country is Nigeria. Hi, Victor149. Welcome to my live stream. It's good to have you here. Please tell me where you're watching from. And today we're sharing some very impactful tips about how you can be a good teacher in how you can be a professional teacher in 2026. Okay, so this is still 2025, but I'm already preparing you ahead. So if you're a teacher, please just stay here. Again, I want you to do something for me as a teacher. Reflect on your 2025. What did you gain in 2025? Right? What do you think you need to make better in 2026 when it comes to your career choice? I see. There's money in online teaching, no doubt, right? There's money in online teaching. Well, Victor says, I love your voice. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm an English teacher, so I have to just speak right and speak well, right? Thank you so much. All right. So there's money in online teaching or in online tutoring, but you as a teacher, you have to put in the effort. Rome is not built in a day, true. But you have to put in the effort, you have to look into what you really want, and then you bring out the best from it, okay? So let's look at some practical stages. I'm going to just let's look at some practical online strategies or tools that you can leverage on in 2026. Now, if you're going to be leveraging on these tools, it's important that you know how to use them, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is micro lessons. Now, before your lessons, do a lesson preparation. Okay, do your lesson preparation. What are you preparing for? What are you doing? Right? Do your lesson preparation. What are you going to teach? You could use AI actually to generate your lesson plan. Okay, on my video, Mr. Emmanuel, you see a video I did with Mr. Emmanuel. He gave us step-by-step breakdown on how to use AI to generate your lesson plan. So you can actually use it, generate the lesson plan, and then active learning every 5 minutes. Do you know what active learning is? Okay, I'm going to tell you what active learning is. Active learning has to do with you as a teacher actively doing a task with a child. So it's more like guided lessons. For instance, I'm teaching adjectives. What is an adjective? An adjective is a describing word. Good. Now, can you tell me some adjectives? I'm asking the child is thinking, the child is responding. When the child responds, okay, can you make sentences with adjectives? At every point, I am asking questions. Okay, so that's your lessons being active. It doesn't really have to do with a lot of games at this point. You're asking questions, the child, everything is engaging. Okay, so instead of doing what your exit ticket, instead of doing long homework, this is where your games can come in. See, I'm just telling you to be smart. Oh, okay. MD says, "Are you single?" Yes, I am. Okay, all right. So a lot of things go on. Some teachers give long homework. Don't give long homework. If you give long homework, the child will be tired. You could use games. So in fact, when you give long homework, the child will not do it. In 2026, 2020, this generation of children, they don't do homework. So the only way they will do the homework is for you to make it engaging for them. How do you use it? You use games, quizzes, Kahoot, Quizlets, Blue Kits, right? These are the things that you use to make your classes, your after school or after learning experience interesting. They want to come back. Okay, they want to come back. Okay, so teach concepts, not memorization. Don't go there and read the slide because you have a very beautiful slide. You now go there and be reading the slide word for word. Please don't do that in 2026. If I catch you as a teacher, you're doing that, man, you will have problems. Please don't do that in 2026. Don't come and be reading the slides. No. When if you read a slide or you read something in the slide, let the child, or you and the child should have a real life example about that thing you've read. For instance, photosynthesis. I'm teaching science, and I say, okay, today we're going to be learning photosynthesis. And photosynthesis is the process of plants making food by themselves using sunlight. Then you go ahead to ask the child, have you stayed without eating before? You're bringing it home. Have you stayed without eating before? And the child will be like, I would just fed. Good. So plants need to eat too. Have you stayed without drinking water for a long time? Oh yes, they begin to tell you story about, you're bringing what you're teaching, right, to their experience. Okay. MD says, what's your name? My name is Blessing, Miss Blessing, and my user handle is I teach with Miss B. I teach teachers how to teach online or in the classroom. Okay. So let's look at how you can also use reusable lesson templates. So one thing, like I said, teach smarter. It's not every time you have a lesson, you have to create a template. There are some places where you can go to and you have ready templates. If you go to Wayground or Quizzes, you'll see that they have ready templates already that you can use. If you go to IXL, you see ready templates that you can use. If you go to which other sites again do I think I get ready templates from? Or on your browser, you could just go ahead, type the topic and write PDF or PPT. You're going to be seeing slides. Okay, so I've dropped some very, very good nuggets for you that you could use. But just in case you can't use AI. Go to Gemini, tell Gemini I want to create create a lesson plan for me. Give it a good prompt here, and then tell me, and then tell them that tell the AI to use it to create a presentation slide for you. It's going to do that for you. Okay, so these are the things that like I said, teach smart. Okay, try to teach smart in 2026. Okay, now again, let's look at instead of you doing a lot of teaching, there's one thing that you do if you're using the OneNote. The OneNote is like an interactive whiteboard, right? There's something I learned recently that I started doing recording of my audios or video. So I'll do a recording and put it on their OneNote. When they come, they click on the recording and they hear my voice. Welcome, how are you doing today? So today we're going to be learning this. This is just like, I just want them to like relax in the class, right? So you could do a video, put the link there, and then the children will go click on the link and then will watch you talking as if you're in class. That's like you doing a recorded section, okay? So again, you could use student trackers, know when students come in and when they're going out. Very important. Use clear objectives. Don't teach and then your teaching is scattered. From the beginning of your lesson, know what you want to teach. Have clear objectives. Okay, I want to teach this and this is my objective. Have very clear objectives in your lesson plans. Okay, it's going to help your lesson be organized, or it's going to help even you as a teacher. It's going to help you know, okay, we have done this is the next thing that we're going to do. If you have to even create folders on your laptop, create folders. Okay, create folders. Okay, so if you have to create folders on your laptop, create folders, and these are the things that are very, very important that you need as well. Now let's look at using technology. Okay, teaching smarter with technology. We've talked about teaching smarter with your tools or your materials. Now let's talk about teaching smarter with technology. Okay, first of all, I want to say this: AI is not your enemy. AI is here to stay, so you have better use it and leverage on it very well as a teacher. Recently, we were able to do Grok AI Pro, and trust me, I've been doing a lot with that guy. That Grok guy, I've been doing a lot with it. So a lot of people are confused about how to use AI. You have to learn how to use AI. There's a particular video I watched on YouTube here where he taught the YouTuber taught how to use AI step by step. I think I'm going to attach that link to the end of this video. Yeah, I'm going to attach the link to the description of this video so that you as a teacher, you want to learn how to use AI. You can actually learn to use AI. So AI is not your enemy. Okay, so you make smart use of AI. Give prompts. For instance, you want to optimize your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn profile is not optimized. Go on AI. Okay, say I'm an online tutor or I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for this number of years. I am new to LinkedIn and I want to use this prompt and I want you to optimize my LinkedIn for me. Create a good about and bio section for me that I can use on my LinkedIn. Trust me, it's going to give you good about, good bio. Just go there, edit it, copy and paste, and ensure that whatever you're giving it as a prompt is relatable to you. Okay, it's relatable to you, right? So even for your lesson planning, I did something when I was teaching the last group training I had last week Saturday. I just went on Curipod. Curipod is spelled Curipod. I went on Curipod and then I saw what's it called? I went on Curipod and then I put in a prompt and I was like, I'm teaching a grade 5 lesson. I'm teaching a grade 5 lesson on first person and third person point of view. Create a lesson plan and slides for me that I could use to teach. Trust me, this thing gave me 15 slides. And after each slide, there was activity. I was so excited. It was so funny, but I was so excited. And when I wanted to teach my students, I sent the link, they joined Okuri. In fact, that class was one of the best classes that we've had so far. Okay, so like I said, you keep exploring. Don't relax and say, oh, I don't know how to use it, so I cannot use it. That's not true. Please go ahead, explore, use AI. Use it to create worksheets. Do you know that as a teacher, you can sell your worksheet and teachers will buy? When you create a worksheet, put it on the site. Teachers will buy. Are you aware? Okay, just in case you don't know. You can sell it on Pinterest. You can sell it on Safe Teacher. You can sell it on different places. Okay, so go ahead and sell your worksheet as well. Okay, MD, I'm actually talking about teacher work. So I'm talking and I'm smiling. If that smile is not enough for you, I don't know what to do. Okay. All right. Again, let's talk about feedback drafting. You have to learn how to send feedback to parents. Please, if you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, and share button for me. And if you can share the link to other teachers, please. My channel is for teachers. I want all teachers to make money. Somebody told me today that she was ashamed of saying that she's a teacher because of they say teachers are poor. Please, we're not poor. It was before, not anymore. Okay. All right. So I talked about selling your worksheet. So you could create a worksheet and sell it. Create a worksheet and then sell it. Okay, so feedback drafting. Feedback drafting is another thing that I would say you should learn. On my video or on my channel, I have what's it called? On my channel, I have what's it called? Yeah, I have a video on how to send constructive feedback. I did that video because I had a problem with a parent, not a problem, but a parent and I, we almost had serious problems. Why? Because the parents told me, I told the parent that her child does not know how to spell, which was not a lie. But the parent told me, why would I say that her child cannot spell? That her child can spell very well. And I was like, okay, I just did an assessment with the girl, and this is what I noticed. But then again, I realized that maybe I didn't tell the mom in the right way. So I told the mom, okay, your child has problem with spelling words with the child has problem with spelling words with suffix words because she doesn't know the rules, and then she has problem with spelling words with IE and AI. The one of that, now I understand what you're saying. But when you say my child cannot spell, that's where I know that there's a problem. So I had to tell her in detail what it is. So if you're sending a feedback to a parent, he's a good boy, he did well, well done, good job. That is not a feedback. Those are comments. You're supposed to give a feedback. Let the parent know where the child was, where the child is, and where you expect the child to be. That's a feedback. Okay, so ensure that you are sending feedback to parents as well. Okay, again, I want you to also learn differentiation method. In a class, you will have more than sometimes in a group class you might have up to 6 students. How do you create a lesson that is okay for all of them? You might have high learners, low learners, medium learners. How do you create a lesson that is suitable for everybody or suitable for all your learners? You have to think about all of these things as well. Okay, so if you don't use AI will replace you as a teacher. Trust me. If you don't learn how to use AI will replace you in 2026 as a teacher, because that is where everything is going to now. Almost everything is going to AI as well. So leverage on AI, use AI to create your tools, could use it to create worksheets. I think someone in a group I was today, AI to do that. You could use AI to do what's it called, the create the slides. You could use it to create the Google form. I think it's Gemini. You use Gemini, yeah. So it will automatically create the questions, and you can tell it to create it on the Google form for you. Automatically creates the question for you. So you are relaxed. You're not running around like the way we usually do in physical classroom anymore. You're not doing all of that. MD, please, can you stop spamming my chat box? Thank you so much. All right. So if you're here, you're a teacher, please tell me where you're watching from. I know that some people are watching me, so please tell me where you're watching from. And please click on the like, subscribe, and share button as well. Now let's talk about how you can earn. Okay, so we've talked about how you can leverage on AI. So let's talk about teaching smarter and earning smarter, how you can make more money online. First thing I would say is your income strategy. Someone told me, how do I make money online? As I told the person, first thing you have to do is know what you want to teach. What's your niche? What's that thing that you know that you can teach very well? Is it reading? Is it mathematical sums? What is that thing that you know that you can do very well? Okay, so I told them, find out what is that thing that you know you can do. Right now, when you can organize group classes, there's a teacher that I one of a trainee that I had by MD. There's a training I had that did what's it called? What did she do? She did Jolly Christmas phonics. Okay, so she said 3,000 naira per, I think, no, 1,000 naira per week, but she has students, right? This is one very, I mean, is it 3 or 1,000 naira, but she put the price up to it and people came in. Okay, so you can organize group classes. People will come in and learn spelling bee classes, mental maths classes, science classes, something interesting, coding classes, music classes. Organize group classes. People are going to come in as well. Okay, sell digital products. You could go ahead and sell your worksheets, your slides. I talked about this. You could go on Save Teacher, sell. You could go on which other place? Pinterest, sell. You even on Seller, sell it and tell people that, oh, I've created materials. You can go ahead and sell. Like I have a book, the online teaching blueprint. Go ahead and sell. You're going to make money from it. Record your classes like courses. ECM. There's money in the online space. It's just as most of us don't know how to leverage on it, right? So sell it on as courses, okay? So you could do premium classes, one-on-one classes, right? If you're charging for one-on-one classes, let your money, like charge your words, charge a lot of money. Okay, you're not reading my comments. That's because you are spamming my chat box. I think I'm just gonna have to, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, so okay, so again, I want everyone to take note of. I want everyone to take note of. I want you to also take note of your niche. What is your niche? Okay, is it exam classes? No. Is it exam classes? I just muted. I put time MD on timeout. It's on my chat box. Okay. So exam classes, very important. You see exam classes, parents pay a lot of money, like good money for exam classes. 11 plus SAT, GCSE, SAT, spelling bee, exam, people that are preparing to write exam. If you focus them as a teacher, money will be following you, you'll be running away to be following you. Because parents are looking for teachers that have taught students and have made impact. So you can put yourself out there as an exam prep tutor. Okay, put yourself out there as an exam practitioner. It's also going to help you as well. Okay. Well, you know, on I Teach with Miss B or on my channel, I love to help teachers become who they're supposed to be or become who they look forward to being. If you're here, you're a teacher, please tell me one thing that you think has been your problem in the online teaching space. Before I continue, tell me one thing that has been your problem in the online teaching space, or the reason why you're scared of teaching online, or what are the things that you feel is holding you back from teaching online or making money as a teacher. Okay, so go ahead, tell me those things. Tell me what you look forward to making in 2026. Okay, so go ahead, tell me in the chat. I really want to see that in the chat. And like I said, in my channel or over here, I love to help teachers. If you're a teacher and you don't know where to start from, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to get tools, my channel is the best place to start. Trust me, my channel is the best place to start. It's almost time for my class. My class starts by 8:30. Okay, but before I go, I just want you to tell me what is the problem you're having in teaching online? What is that thing that holds you back? What is that thing that you feel like, oh, if I have this, I know I can teach better. Oh, if I can do this, I know I can teach better, or I can do better in the online space. Please go ahead and tell me, because it is very, very important that as a teacher, you know what to do. Elizabeth says, I am a beginner. I don't have any experience yet. Okay. Okay. So if you're a beginner, you don't have any experience yet. All you need to do is, first of all, learn the skills, how to engage students. Engagement, learning the skill of engagement is very important. Okay. Learn how to engage first. Two, learn how to use the tools, your Zoom, your Microsoft OneNote, your what's it called, your gaming tools, whatever tools you know, that your slide, how to make your slides, how to present the slide, whatever tools, you have to learn these tools. Then you now begin to look for places you can work. All you need, Elizabeth, all you need is one client, one that is going to open you up, just one client. Okay, but you first of all need to learn these teaching skills and know the tools. Mrs. Okay, Sembanjo Mojisola. Okay, Mojisola, okay, I'm going to say, firstly, I didn't know where to start from before I started getting information. Okay, okay. Like I said, when I came in online, Ms. Moji, when I came online, I had this same problem you had. There was nobody on YouTube that was teaching from Nigeria. So it was a serious problem for me because I was looking left, right. I was thinking of what to do. I was applying to international companies and they didn't take me so much because of the fact that, like you said, you don't have the experience, right? Until I started working for a Nigerian company. The one thing I did was I watched, just like you have come into my YouTube now, I watched YouTube videos. I watched international teachers' YouTube videos, what they were doing, how they were doing it. I watched their videos. Okay. And the ones that I watched also helped me to develop my skills. Okay, so when I did the interview with the company, I already knew what to do. It was so easy. In fact, the what's it called? It was so easy that the employer employed me that very day. Okay, so you said you've explained the other aspects. Okay. So very important. It's good that you know where you're starting from, have the tools, know what to do, learn the skills. There's a tip. Don't use the way we teach in physical classroom to teach online. You have problems. Okay, you don't use the same way you teach in physical classroom to teach online. Teaching online is majorly 90% or 80% engagement. As you're teaching, ask the child questions. As the child is answering, you're asking questions again. You're not doing so much. Okay, you're not doing so much. The only thing you need to do is prepare your slides, prepare your lesson, teach a little bit, let the child follow you from there, work together. That's all you're looking for. Okay, so let me ask, if you have, what tools do you have? What tools do you have? What's it called? What tools do you have ready? If you have your laptop ready, you can actually start. Okay, 2026 is the best place for you to start. Like if you start training now and then you start learning all those things now to 2026 is like, it's going to be like a smooth sail for you because you're already getting ready. Mr. Elizabeth say, I've seen some of your videos where you talked about the required tools and how to prepare for a class. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Elizabeth. Thank you. You're doing so well. you're doing so well. That's where you start from. Start from the tools. What are the tools? Then look out for how you can structure your lessons. Look out for how you can pass this information, right? How you can keep your students with you engaged. Look out for the games that you're going to be using. These are the things that I want you to look out for, right? As you in my channel, I'm going to be dropping more things little by little as I can. I'm going to be dropping how you could use these things. I'm also, in fact, teaching online has made me a video editor. It has made me what's it called? Software editor, whatever it is, because I have to prepare all of these things. Yeah. So it's very important. It's very important. So if you're on my channel, please stay on my channel. My channel is one place I know that you can actually get a lot from. Okay, I have a laptop. Okay, Ms. Moji says I have a laptop and I plan to buy the important ones. But if you see, if you have laptop, start there first. You don't even need to have headsets. You don't need it first. Start with your laptop. Okay, use the laptop. Learn how to use Zoom. I think on my videos I have how to use Zoom or Google Meet or VooV. Learn how to use these tools so that when you're sharing your screen, you know how to share the screen. Ogo, hi. Okay, so Ogogo says I need to practice with teaching someone online because I've never done it before. Like I said, you could start with when you learn the tools before you start teaching someone. You know how to, right? So when you learn the tools and you've gotten experience, apply to companies. The reason why I'm saying you should apply to companies first, you can find your own clients. So I will even say, even people in your neighborhood, tell them that you want to do practice. Let them join with their phones or their laptop, and then you do it. When I started, I was doing it with my cousin, my uncle's child. I'll tell him to join with their laptop, and I will do like I'm teaching a child in class. I use him to practice. So if you have someone around you that you can use to practice, go ahead. This is the person around you to practice, right? This is the person around you to practice. Even if you don't have, apply to companies. When you know you've gotten the skills, you've acquired the skills, and you've learned how to use the tools, start applying. Start applying to companies. Apply to Nigeria. Focus on Nigerian companies first. You can focus on international companies as well too, but don't be stereotyped. Don't feel like there's no fear. Yes, the employer will tell you no, but you will still see someone that will take you. Okay, so you just need to keep applying. You need to just keep reaching out to employers. You need to keep going forward. Is that okay? So these are the things that I want you to take note of as a teacher in 2026. Leverage on tools that you have, or leverage on things that people have done. Don't go ahead and then you now start, I'm going to start afresh. Leverage on tools that are available for you, or tools that are available to you. Okay, it's going to help you so much. Okay, so please let me know again, what other problems do you have? If you have any questions that has to do with online tutoring, please go ahead and share them with me. I'll be answering. How can I start as an example? Very good question. See, this question, I love it so much. Ms. Moji, thank you for asking this question. How can I start as an exam prep tutor? Now, this is how you can start as an exam prep tutor. I have a video on how you can, I think that video dropped on Monday, how you can teach exam prep students. So you can still check it. But however, I'm going to highlight something here. The first thing I will say is download the materials, or download the exam materials, the past questions. There are a lot of them online. For instance, you want to teach English or maths. I'm sorry, Ms. Moji, I don't know the subject to teach, if it's maths or English. But for instance, you want to teach maths exam prep or English exam prep, and you are focusing on UK students. Because UK, I love UK a lot, because UK is where you get to see a lot of people who are preparing to write exams. Unlike US and Canada, they're not really exam oriented like UK. Okay, so if you say, okay, maybe you want to be an 11 plus or SAT tutor for UK, you go on the internet, type 11 plus exam on your browser, 11 plus exam past question papers PDF. It will download. You see a lot of PDF. Download as many as you can, and then start studying it. Again, on YouTube, watch YouTube videos on skills to answering exam prep questions, 11 plus questions, SAT questions, white people have done the video. I'm still going to do a video about it, but I think white people have done the video on different ones. Again, I want you to also understand the different exam boards. Okay, I want you to also understand the different exam boards. When I'm talking about exam boards, some, just like we have private school and public school in Nigeria. In UK, they have what they call independent school and grammar school. Okay, so you will now say, okay, I am preparing to take a child in the independent school. They use different exam boards. Okay, when I mean exam boards, they use different exam. What other words can I use for board? Just like in JAM, we have type A and type C, or type A, type B, type C, different types. Okay, so that's like different examples. They use different examples. For grammar school, they use GL questions. For independent school, they use ISEB or CSSE past questions. Just go on the internet, type these things here, and download them and begin to study them. Some of them come with their answers, so you're able to study both the answers and the question. Again, know if they're doing just English and verbal reasoning, or maths and non-verbal, or they're just doing English and maths. Know the subjects that the child is going to write. Okay, if you say you want to do a GCSE prep, what type of paper is the child writing? Is he AQA? Very important. You need to know all of these things. So you first step I'll tell you to do is go on the internet, download the papers and study them. Okay, so please, if you have more questions, please go ahead and ask. Please, I hope that answers your question, Mrs. Moji. I hope that answers your question. I also have a video on it on my YouTube on how you can prepare students for exam prep students. I have that video as well. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Ms. B. Okay, thank you so much. I hope that works for you. All right. So, like I said, in 2026, create a goal. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? Okay, what do you want to achieve? Where do you see yourself at the end of the year? Very important. When you create the goal, when you create what you want to see or where you want to see yourself, trust me, there is no way you're not going to get to that point. Okay, there's no way you're not going to get to that height. There's no way you're not going to achieve. And again, I will say, please be visible. See visible. I'm going to this is the last point I'm going to drop before I end this live stream. Please be visible. When I mean be visible, post online. Optimize your pages to fit online tutoring, or optimize your pages to the point that people know that you are a teacher. If people don't know that you're a teacher, they're not coming to you. They can't come to you. Okay, so it is very important. It is very, very important that you post online. People should know that this is what you are, or this is what you do. And there was a time when I said I was ashamed. I could not come online and post and I'm a teacher. Truly, because teachers have my uncle will ask me, or one of my uncles will ask me, Blessing, are you sure you want to be a teacher? Are you making money there? Come and be secretary. I will connect you to somebody. I said, no, the only thing I know how to do is to teach. And God being so faithful, and this teaching has opened my eyes to a lot of things. Okay, Ms. Elizabeth says this is educative and eye-opening. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're learning a lot, or you're learning 18 or 2 from this. Okay, so be visible. Come online, post 2 times or 3 times a day. If you don't know what to post, you're confused about what to post, go on ChatGPT. Tell it, I am a teacher, and my client base is parents, children, and my client base is parents, children, and teachers. Okay, I want you to create a post for me for 30 days that is going to a relatable content for me, that is going to a content calendar that is going to help teachers, parents, and students find my page. Trust me, it's going to give you 30 days content calendar. So even if you say you don't want to post for the 30 days, at least 3 times a week, 2 times a week, go there, pick one, still tell it to generate a script for day 2. To generate the script, all you need to do is tweak it. People like stories, right? So use experience and add to it, okay? And then create that content, use a picture. Even though you've not said it, stay with your laptop. If you have a laptop, stay with your laptop. Tell someone to snap you as if you're teaching with your laptop. And use that picture and make a post. People will begin to say, oh, this person really knows the person's work, and they will come to you via all of these things. So it is very important, please. Very, very important as a teacher. You know what to do and how to do all of these things. So any other question, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask me. Please, like I said, be visible. Post at least 2 times, 3 times a day. All social media handles, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, so you can actually use pictures, talk about stories about you teaching, let people know you for who you are. Nobody will come to you in your house if they don't know who you are. Nobody. There's a particular employer that I know. He doesn't ask you for your CV. He doesn't ask you for your demo video. He doesn't ask for all those things. He will just ask you, send me your LinkedIn link. So imagine you are not on LinkedIn. You're not telling him, I'm sorry, sir, I'm not on LinkedIn. Yeah, the job has passed you. And it pays so well, right? So imagine you are not on LinkedIn or you are not visible online. He'll tell you that you're not serious. And that's the one. He doesn't ask for demo video. He doesn't ask for anything. All he asks for is your LinkedIn link. As little as LinkedIn link. All he wants to do is he wants to go to your profile and see what is there. So if you're not posting, what is he going to see? Or what's the employer going to see? Okay, so it's very important that as a teacher, you know all of these things. They're very, very important. 2026 is going to be still for all of us. When I mean it's going to be still, it's going to be soft for all of us if we know how to use it very well. We know how to plan ourselves from now very well. Okay, so thank you so much for joining my lesson today. I'm sure you've learned a thing or two or more. Yes, I'm sure you've learned a thing or two or more. Please remember to subscribe, share my channel. Please, if you have teacher friends, do it like Christmas gifts. Just share my link to them. Share my link to your teacher friends, right? If you're in a teacher's group, share my link in the teacher's group. Let teachers know that they don't really have to struggle to make money. Okay, they don't really have to struggle to make money. Teaching online is one place that they can invest their time on as well. They can sell their courses, they can sell their a lot of things that you can actually make. The internet has made it quite easy for us. So everyone can actually benefit from it. So please reach out to others, share my link, let them know that they can actually watch, learn. Okay. And if you want to contact me, my link is on my WhatsApp link is on my bio. You can reach out to me from there. If you want to buy my book is also in the description of all my videos. You're going to see the link there as well. Please, the book is going to, if you are new, you don't know what to do. In fact, you're starting from somewhere and fresh, you don't know what to do. The book is like a guide, a step-by-step guide on what you are going to do as well. So even if you cannot pay for my training, you can buy the book, study the book, and then put in the work. See, you just have to put in the work, and then I see all of you thriving in 2026. We are not sleeping in 2026 because we have to make money. Money has to be made. No more. I don't want to hear the narrative of teachers don't have money. We have money. Okay. We are 20th century or 21st century teachers that have money. In fact, we're no longer going to be wearing shoes that are bent and working under the sun. We can stay in our homes and actually do these things and leverage on all the tools that are available to us and make money from it. Okay. And if you are a children teacher, maybe your church or something, you could do maybe church programs online for children. You're also going to make money from it as well. So thank you so much for joining my live stream today. I'm really glad I found you or you found me. And I'm happy that you've learned so much. Okay, so thank you so much for joining my live stream today. I'm going to be dropping a video about how you can use Google Classroom. Google Classroom. That video is going to drop on Friday. So just stick to my channel, turn on your notification buttons so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be able to see it as well. Okay, so thank you. I'm off to class. I'm going to see you in my next live stream. Again, I even introduced playing games. I even wanted us to be playing games once in a while. So maybe if you come online and you see Miss Blessing is playing a game, don't be afraid. Okay, I want us to also rub minds together. We are also teachers. Sometimes we need to relax. So sometimes I just come up and put games for us to also watch and learn as well. Okay, so if you're just joining, please click on the like, subscribe, share button. I've talked a lot today. I've talked a lot today about how you can teach online smartly and make money. If you're not making money as an online teacher or as a teacher in this era, the fault is on you or you are to blame. Okay, please put in the work, ask questions, find out from people what they did. Okay, hi Noye, good evening, Good to have you on my live stream. Okay, so ask people questions. Ask what they did. What did they do? How did they go through the process? Okay, what were the things that they were able to put together to be able to achieve the heights that they've achieved? I think there's a particular teacher of mine, a trainee, that he all he teaches, or this class he takes are just hi Ugo, welcome to my channel. Tell me where you're watching. No, yeah, please tell me where you're watching from. Ugo, tell me where you're watching from. I have a class by 9, so I'm just trying to stall. Okay, so he teaches only students in the US, right? When he started, he didn't even have a good laptop, and then I told him, oh, see, I can teach you how to do this thing. Get a good laptop, and then he started. Trust me, within how many months he got one parent. Those of you that are saying, oh, I don't know where to start from, all he needed was one parent. One parent opened him up to a community in the US. She put a link, he did a flyer, and then after doing the flyer, he sent it to her. And then she put up his flyer. He doesn't sleep now as we're talking. This is his class starts from 10 o'clock. He teaches every day from 10 to 3 a.m. Okay, so Noye says, I'm interested in being trained. I'm watching from Port Harcourt. Oh, I'm also in Port Harcourt City. Really? That's good. It's good to have you here. So, like I said, if you want to reach out to me on the description of my bio, you're going to see my WhatsApp link. So you could just click on it and then send me a message on WhatsApp so that we can converse better. Okay? So we can converse better. If you want to do trainings, I told myself that I was not going to do any training in this December because I want to rest and enjoy myself. But a lot of teachers, because of the fact that they are going to be resuming school, they've come to me and said, Miss Blessing, you have to train me this holiday. And so I'm doing training this holiday. So I'm not taking a break because of them. So they're paying and then we're doing the training, right? So if you are interested in doing the training, no problem. Just reach out to me. I've given up there's no, what am I resting for when teachers have not made money? It's not possible. So please, it's very important that this is the best time to train in preparation for the new year. Okay, I also paid for training. If I pay for that, the training I paid for, once I'm done with that training next year, I will up my price. I will up my price because that training, I did like this to pay for that training, but it was really important. So if you, hi Ugo says I'm watching from Umaya. Thank you so much, Ugo Chikalo, for watching from all the way from Umaya. Oh, that's so nice. So if you're going into training and all of that, please, it's very important. Okay, so please, as a tutor, leverage on tools. I've talked about this a lot. Leverage on tools, leverage on AI, leverage on selling materials. There's a lot of ways you can make money as a tutor. Okay, there's a lot of ways you can make money as a tutor. I think one of the trainees I started with today told me, Miss Blessing, I'm into counseling. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I told her it's very possible. You can actually mix your counseling and your online tutoring together. There's a way you can structure it. Use ChatGPT to structure it for you, and then you go ahead. You see that you're already flying and you're doing things as well. So don't relax, okay? Until you get to that point where you know that, okay, I am doing very good for myself. Do not just relax, okay? So I'm just going to run through. I said, like I said before, I talked about how you can avoid burnout. Please, as a teacher, avoid burnout. Know when to stop, okay? Know when to stop, know when to leverage on your tools, and know when to use it, okay? All right, thank you so much, everyone. I'm sure that with all that we have heard today, please, if you joined in late, do me a favor and replay this particular video. Just do me a favor and replay it again. I dropped a lot of nuggets of things that you can do, okay? On things that you can do so you can make money in 2026 as a teacher. Please, I dropped a lot of things for you. Please rewatch the video if you're just joining in, because 2026, don't relax. Like I said, there's a lot of potentials that people have not really even tapped into. Okay, there are a lot of potentials that people have not tapped into. And if you don't tap into these potentials of yours, I don't know how to help you again, because like I said, I had that same issue. I didn't know where to start from. I will come on YouTube and I'll be looking for YouTube teachers. I'm not seeing anybody. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody, and it's a problem. It's a problem. Okay, so most of the things, most of the problems that we face sometimes, we don't know where to go or who to hold on to or who to call. So if you have found someone that is going to be a guide, please hold the person. Okay, and I'm sure that you're going to be learning a lot on my channel. Please, there, I think I've taught how to use the tools. I've even put a video on companies that you can apply to. There are two videos there, companies you can apply to. If you are starting afresh, you don't know what to do, you see. If you're thinking of how to structure your classes, there's a video there. If you're thinking of how to teach live classes, I have live videos of when I'm teaching my students in class, live videos. So you can actually watch these live videos and learn how to do the live videos as well. Okay. So all of these things are things that I trust that if you as a teacher, you're going to put it in. Okay. Hi, Miss Noye. Noye has sent me a message. I like that. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Tell yourself, learn, and then you're going to groom and grow rather as a teacher. Okay, so thank you so much for joining my live stream today. I'm sure that you've learned a thing or two, and I know that I trust that you finding my channel is not by mistake. It's not a mistake at all. Okay, and not just, don't just come in because, oh, you heard that online tutors have money or they're making money. Come in because it's what you want to do. Okay, come in because it's where you want to make impact. It's where you want to show that, oh, you have gone far or you have learned something. Okay, so don't be, because if you come in because, oh, because of money, by the time you meet the work in your online tutoring space, trust me, you will run away. Okay, so but I don't want you running away. I want you staying, because when you stay, you do the work, you put in the effort, you're going to see the dividends as well. All right. So thank you so much for joining my live stream. I'm going to put a video for you guys on Friday on how to use Google Classroom for Google Classroom classes and how to create a Google form. I'm going to do all of this for you all, and then I'm going to put the video up for you so you can just watch as well. So please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye for now. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for doing that. Like I said, you want to contact me, my link is on my bio. Just go to my bio, you see my WhatsApp link, send me a message, and then I'm going to respond as well. Okay. So I feel like I should just take more. Okay, I still have 5 more minutes. If you have any questions, just drop it now. Please let me know. Do you have any questions or anything? If there's no question, then I can end the live stream. No questions, any questions? And just give you a moment to ask a question. If there's no question, okay. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video. Please, if you watch any of my videos, you're confused about anything, ask a question, then I'm going to answer as well. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Noe. I'm going to communicate with you. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to see you in my next live. Bye for now. Bye, everyone. Woo.